Imagine going through your entire life believing you are one person, only to discover that, biologically, you might actually be two. This is exactly what happened to a woman named Lydia Fairchild in one of the strangest and most shocking medical cases ever recorded. In the early 2000s, Lydia Fairchild, a mother from Washington State, applied for government assistance. As part of the process, routine DNA testing was required to confirm that she was the biological mother of her children. She had no reason to worry. She had carried her children, given birth to them, and raised them. There was no doubt in her mind that the test would confirm what was obvious. But when the results came back, everything changed. The DNA test showed that Lydia was not the biological mother of her own children. At first, officials believed there had been a mistake, but repeated tests produced the same result. According to the DNA evidence, she was genetically unrelated to her kids. The situation quickly escalated. Authorities began to suspect fraud. In the worst case, they considered the possibility that she might have been involved in surrogacy or even child custody deception. For Lydia, this was terrifying. She was at risk of losing her children, not because of something she had done, but because science seemed to be saying she was not their mother. Determined to prove the truth, she continued fighting the results. During her pregnancy with another child, her lawyer arranged for a witness to be present at the hospital during the birth, along with additional medical testing. When the baby was born, doctors took DNA samples immediately. And once again, the results came back with the same shocking conclusion. Genetically, Lydia still did not match her own child. At this point, the case caught the attention of medical experts. Eventually, doctors discovered something extremely rare that explained everything. Lydia was a human chimera. Chimerism is a condition where a single person has two distinct sets of DNA in their body. This can happen when two embryos, originally meant to develop as fraternal twins, merge very early in pregnancy and form one individual. In Lydia's case, parts of her body carried one set of DNA, while other parts carried another. The DNA in her blood, which was used for testing, did not match her children, but DNA from other tissues in her body did. In simple terms, the DNA tests were comparing her children to only part of her genetic identity. Biologically, she was her own twin. Once this was confirmed, Lydia was cleared, and she was finally recognized as the biological mother of her children. But her case revealed something deeply surprising. Even modern DNA testing, one of the most trusted forms of evidence, can sometimes be incomplete in extremely rare situations. Cases like this are incredibly uncommon, but they have been documented in medical literature. They challenge what we think we know about identity, genetics, and how the human body develops. What seemed like an impossible situation turned out to be a rare biological phenomenon hiding in plain sight. Sources include documented medical case studies on human chimerism, reports from major news outlets such as ABC News and BBC, and the widely cited case of Lydia Fairchild, all based on real court records and medical evaluations. What do you think about this case? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and do not forget to follow and subscribe for more real stories that sound unbelievable but actually happened.